In this lecture, I have utilized the similar geometry what we were dealing with earlier. But you may find a small change in this because I have added two round features over here. So I have converted two of the vertical edges, edge number 1, edge number 2, into a blunted rounded features using the round command. The reason for that is to explain you the first option under the settings of the draft, that is propagate along tangent surfaces. Now what is this rounded feature doing over here? The rounded feature is converting the sharp edge into a blunted corner, and this blunted corner is connecting two faces or two surfaces tangentially. So we have this particular corner connecting this surface and this surface tangentially. Whereas in the region where we have the sharp edge, there is no connection between the two surfaces. So this is the difference between the edge which is having a rounded feature and a sharp edge. So the rounded feature is creating a tangency between two surfaces. So this is the point to remember right now. Now let me add a draft for this geometry, and for creating the draft, let me select two surfaces. So the first surface is already selected. I will hold the control command and select the next surface. You may observe over here that I am not selecting the round feature. I am not selecting this particular round feature nor the second rounded feature. I am just selecting two surfaces, and let us see what is going to happen right now when we are completing the creation of the draft. So as I have selected the surfaces, now I have to assign the hinge. I'll click the right click, select the draft hinge and go to the surface. I have the draft hinge present, and in the dynamic view you can see the draft which is being created. One thing you can observe over here is we haven't selected the rounded feature. We have only selected two surfaces. The software automatically connects the rounded feature in middle because it is connecting the two surfaces tangentially. So that is the reason we have the addition of the rounded feature in the draft. Apart from that, we also have the second rounded feature which is joining the main draft, and not only that, we also have the next surface which we haven't selected. This particular surface is also joining the draft. So what is happening is right now we have selected only the first and the second surface. Because of the presence of rounded corners, the other surface is also getting selected. You can see in the top view more clearly. Let me just close it first. You can see nothing is selected right now. Now let me go to draft, select the first surface, second surface, assign the hinge, change the angle. Now you can see face number 1, the rounded feature number 1, the face number 2, rounded feature number 2, and the next face, the last face, is automatically getting selected. So this is a feature in draft, and whenever we are turning on the draft, we can observe that this particular option is highlighted. That means it is activated by default. What is happening if I am turning off this particular option? So let me just unhighlight it, and you can see that there is no propagation of the draft along the tangent surfaces. So you can see the surfaces what we have selected, only those surfaces are converted into a draft feature, whereas the surfaces which are not selected are as it is, and they are also not joining the main draft because this option is not selected. So this is about the propagation of the tangent surfaces. Let us move to the next video.